Hello and welcome to session 41 of To the Skies. Only Johnny is who he's supposed to be. I am currently Wingle, Wingle is currently Jess, and Jess is currently the DM. Let's get
Oh
that
god. Everybody
swapped.
gets inspiration. Everybody gets inspiration. All the cash and prizes for everybody.
Okay, I got you swapped out before the cash and prizes, but I'll give you the inspiration because you got that one that time. Let's put Wingle where they're supposed to be. Yeah, Wingle's back where they're supposed to be, which is able to prod me in the forehead. Um, other side, Wingle, other side. Yeah, yeah, now you're just licking my ear. No, you're just licking my ear. That's just weird. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, I've got an itchy forehead. Get that for me. Thank you. Hi! I forgot we were streaming for a minute there. Fuck. Hi there, guys. Welcome to session 41 of To the Skies. I am your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. And with me today, we have got my lovely cast. We have got the wonderful Wingo the Wizard. We have got the splendid Stories from the Roses. And we've got the just plain fucking lying Johnny Deadman. Do I have any housekeeping? Yes, I do have housekeeping. We are this close to Dragon Age starting. I have 3 of 4 cast members. I need one more. I am looking through all the applications. And it's not to say that there are. This happens a lot with when you get applications for games. It's not to say there are bad applications, but a lot of the applications are not fitting the vibe of what it is that I'm looking for. So I may have to reopen. So if you're interested, keep an eye on the Twitch, not the Twitch, the Twitter page at World Tree Quests, because the application form may go up. It is looking like we're going to be playing on Saturdays, somewhere between 3 and 4 p.m. CST. Um, that would be 2 and 3 p.m. EST. 4 and 5 and 4 p.m. I'm going to get this right, MST, and then 6 and 5 PST. I think. I've probably got all that wrong, but I'm sure that's it. And for us UK folk, that would be somewhere between 9 and 10 p.m. at night. Um, so yeah, that's the times we're looking at playing. Please do get in touch if that is something that you are interested in, because we would love to have you. And if you enjoyed the Dragon Age games, we are going to be following the Dragon Age Origins timeline. So you're going to be going to the same, you're going to be going to some of the same places, meeting some of the same people. I am going to attempt, and I say attempt very boldly, to pull off the voices of the amazing characters from Dragon Age games. But you all know I can't get that Varric Tetris, so you're just going to have to deal with the fact that he might sound a little bit different. Either way, please do keep your eyes peeled. We're looking for one more player. Um, and then a little bit of housekeeping. Tomorrow at 10 p.m. my time, which is 4 p.m. CST, I will be on a panel show ran by Green Ronin Publishing, who are the people who publish and produce Dragon Age TTRPG. And I'll be talking about Dragon Age TTRPG. And quite honestly, I'll just be having a lot of fun. And I'll be talking about my cast, and I'll be talking about my plans for the game. So my cast should probably not watch, because, spoilers. Um, and yep, no reminder, December, I'll be in Patch U. If you see me, come say hi. If you want to play games with me, sign up. If you see me when I'm there, I don't bite. Just come and say hello. You might get a hug. I'm a very huggy person. Stop biting my head, Wingle. Get your finger out my ear. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. So we're just going to get right into it. To my lovely and amazing cast. Guys, what happened last session?
I'm gonna go. So we started out with Jericho just having a really sweet time, just chilling with Teddy and just, having a little snuggle sesh, which is so nice for them because they deserve it, because life is
They
hard.
really do, don't they? They just deserve the nicest things.
Right? Their son was stolen, so makes sense. Then 8, run! Sorry. I'm in the car right now and we had to swerve a little
It's
bit.
alright, don't worry.
Then 8 broke the news about Echo to Priam, her dad, and then we learned that Cullen is off dealing with some stuff, and I swan to John, if he gets himself killed, we're not going to Davy Jones' locker again to save him. He will just have to figure that stuff out if that happens.
Absolutely.
Then 8 told Hark about Brog, and it was really emotional because Brog, Hark made like a little, well, not little, it's a big old gorilla guy, and he has carving in the side that when he sits on there, it spells the name Brog, and it's really sweet. And then Fez went and found Inga, and he was like, look, bro, fun fact, you're gonna be the new prophet. And Fez was was like, you want me to be in charge of the temple? Broski, I don't know if that's like such a great idea. And he's like, dude, I'm about to die. And Fez was like, you got me there. Guess I gotta do it. And as a parting gift, Inga was like, here, have my eye. And Fez was like, cool. And he also gets this puzzle, and it's supposed to lead to the origins of the stars, and it's in language, and it's related to the future, with the space.
We lost you for a little bit there, Jess. We've lost you.
Oh, am I back?
Kind of.
Am I back now? Okay. I'm going through mountains, so that's probably why.
That'll do it.
Okay. I'll go through it quick in case I glitch out again. So, cute training montage with Jericho and Teddy because Jericho switched classes to a really cool fighter. We got in contact with Rando and we're like, hey, the love of your life is on a different plane forever now. And he was like, wow, I just realized that she was the love of my life. That's sad. And then we had some more Jericho and Teddy kind of training in the water. And then, hey, Crash Bang and Boom arrived. And we're like, hey, we've got some things to sell you. And we were like, well, we kind of need some help here. And they were like, okay. Boom, eat the glue. And he ate the glue, even though it wasn't glue. I don't remember what it was, but it's something. And he was like, hey, here's this side quest. It's on a continent to the east, and there's something there, but we're not sure. We've got time at the moment to get it, because we gotta go save Fergus. Then Jericho checked in with 8 and was really sweet, and was being kind of like the mama, where 8's usually the mama, but now she's got a mama friend, which is great. And 8's emotions are starting to manifest physically with sparks and things coming off of her, and then we all got back together and we're like, okay, well, let's take a break. And then somebody comes and they're like, we've got trouble, and we're like, of course we do. And that's where we left off.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much, Jess. That was great. Thank you. So, yeah, pretty good rundown of where we are at right now. Let me just move my camera just a little bit. There we go. So yes, as a reminder, you guys have just dealt with Crash Bang and Boom. And one of these green denizens of this rainforest, a tropical island, one of these drow, has came out, ran out of the tree line. Sorry, not ran out of the tree line, they came down. flew down, landed, hopped off of their draconic companion, and have ran up, yelling about how we've got a problem. They're going to point towards, in the distance of this tropical island, there is a mountain range, and on that mountain range there is a series of volcanoes. And you guys can see that at the tops of one of them, there was just a little pale wisp of smoke coming off of it. Every now and again, it's just like a little geyser, it's just like little jets sending up little shots of smoke. And as they point up to that, they turn back and they go, I was just performing a flyby, and it's getting warmer. That is going to blow any minute now. I say any minute. I mean, it could be anywhere from a minute to... There was a dice here a moment ago. It could be anywhere between a minute and 11 hours from now.
We got a Pompeii on our hands.
The Pompeii?
Never heard of it.
Not like patty cake?
It was a story from my childhood that they would tell me to scare me away from going near volcanoes.
I don't know what that is.
Which part? A story, a volcano, or a childhood?
Right in the backstory.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that, Jericho. The thing is, Jericho's upset. Ems wants to laugh.
It's not good when you know me that well, Bran.
I could see the eyes going. Okay. So, I guess what I would allow is you can make nature checks, okay, on this one. So 8, yeah, normal nature check. Fez, yeah, I'll give you a standard nature check.
I'm going with, if I haven't seen a volcano, I wouldn't know what a volcano is.
That's fair, but you also spent the majority of your life on the open ocean.
Underwater volcanoes, you're right!
So
okay.
where you may not be familiar with overland volcanoes, you're familiar with volcanic activity because you get heated geysers underwater, which are just underwater volcanoes. So I'll give you the nature check just normal rather than disadvantage. Okay?
A 10. It's a 10.
A 10 for you. 8, Fez, nature checks.
Got a 19.
I got a 15. Also, we have a hydrate.
Hydrate, drink, do the thing.
Actually, water this time.
Yeah, same. Definitely water. Refreshing. Okay, so with a 19, a 15, and a 10. Okay, so Jericho, on a 10, you know that large enough underwater geysers which build up enough pressure and steam, they can cause some really, really drastic seismic activity, usually resulting in massive waves. But because of Fresh Start's large glass dome-like structure, waves weren't really an issue to you guys. Even the large kind of tsunami-style waves just kind of crashed over you guys. Never really affected it, so you're not entirely sure what it's going to do to a surface environment. However, you
just put your glass barrier on top of it. You'll be fine.
8 and Fez, you guys are aware that not only can this cause massive amounts of seismic activity, but if it's an island like this, lots and lots of trees, lots and lots of chances of fire. You're also aware that, lava, when it's not rapidly cooled by exploding into water, usually can be quite, sore if it touches you. In fact, some would say deadly. So with that also coming into effect, as well as massive amounts of animal populace that could be affected here. What would you guys like to do at this point?
Looking through my spells real quick.
Yeah, same.
My first thought is, oh, it's a really great time to do a side quest.
Can I just take like a Bigby's hand and just like put it over the volcano and just like hold it?
It's like when you shake up your soda and you just try
Just put
desperately.
a thumb over the top of the volcano.
Doesn't matter how fucking strong you are, if you put a thumb over the top of that, eventually it's going to get moved out the way.
Cast arcane lock on the.
Listen, right, okay, we'll have no game-breaking shenanigans today.
I'm just trying to be problem solver. I can't cast the spell.
There was once potential that I could have cast spells. That is gone.
I have lost all ability. I have like 3 in my disposal, and none of them are useful in this moment. I can pick things up and I can put them down. Actually, no, I can't even do that. I can jump over them.
Bryn, remind me, how long does it take if I wanted to replace one spell? It's an hour?
1 hour, which all you
Okay.
know, so I know the number. I know how many hours you've got. You don't. So taking an hour to switch out spells, you can do it. But you don't know what you don't know what you're running with. So it is indeed a
Yeah.
risk.
8 is going to be like, it is a little risky, but if I have an hour, I could maybe help. Maybe.
Or if we don't have an hour, there will be a lot of casualties. Is it worth the risk? Can you get us all out? Or can you stop this entirely?
It's not going to be getting people out. It's going to be trying to damage.
It's going to be trying to minimize damage. Is that what you said there?
Yeah, redirect it.
Okay.
So to let you know, she wants to try and do earthquake because she can create fissures. So she wanted to try and create fissures that go away from
Right.
everybody.
so
that
the lava
hopefully
can-
redirect damage to go the other way.
Okay.
So that's what she wants to try, but I didn't prepare it today, so I've got to.
Okay. So why don't
I might have frozen there for a second because y'all froze for me for a hot second.
We got
you
you.
back?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you're back.
So why don't you focus on your spell, and Fezzik and I will work on evacuation just in case. So we'll do it on both sides of this. Because worst comes to worst, if you focus the lava on one side of the island, if we can get everyone to the other side of the island, at least near the boats, if it does not work, we can get everyone on the boats at least and get out. So why don't we try to get everyone on this side, and you focus on getting everything on that side?
And you.
When you say that, there's going to be a much larger roar as another dragon is going to come and land. This one being one of the few like true-blooded dragons that's on this island, and it is on its back. You can see the head of this group, the rainforest drow Luca that you've met, as he comes down holding onto the wing of his draconic companion, and as it lands, he jumps and kind of just catches his step as he lands on the sand and walks over, And as he gets there, he is going to look at the group that's all kind of gathered, including you guys, and immediately starts to give orders.
Or we can just listen to him.
Well, no, he's not ordering you guys. He's just saying to, like, you know, people who he can order around. And he's just like, so he goes over and he speaks to the person that came here and warned you guys, and is like, you need to go to the other settlements on the island, you need to let them know, they need to be alerted immediately as to what's going on.
Chief Luca!
He's going to look over to you and just point to you, as in like, I don't have space to talk, what do you want to say?
We have idea, we have plan.
Okay, let me hear this plan.
We need 1 hour. We're going to get all the lava to go on one side of the island, get everyone over here near the boats.
Right. We have one issue with that could eat into your time.
Okay.
Within the mountain is where the hatchery is. We need to get into the mountain, get the eggs, and get out.
That's it.
Yep.
Do you have anything that goes loud?
Pinchy.
Would you be able to get it to say, like, evacuate to the west side? To the left, everyone get your butts to the left?
Perhaps more directly, he has a 120-foot fear aura.
You know what? Fuck it. Do what you need to do to get them over there. Can you prepare spell and go?
Oh, that's just part of him.
Yeah. Can you prepare spell and go, or no?
Bren, can I prepare spell and go?
Technically, Pinchy counts as a vehicle. So as long as you're sitting on his back and doing nothing, you will be preparing as he moves. So.
Okay.
Oh, you can sit beside him now. He's a station wagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I am just sitting in the wagon, I can.
We will go to the hatchery. We will get the eggs. You get everyone on this side of the near the boats. You can. We got this. We are about to earn all of our guest rights.
He will nod, and then he's going to look to one of his other people that's there, and he's going to say, show them the direction to where the hatchery is. When you direct them to the hatchery, you turn and you go immediately to the fledglings. Get them all out. Do you understand? And they're just going to nod, and you're going to be joined as a guide more than anything, because as I say, I don't expect combat here. So you're being joined by a guide. Rainforest Drow, she's the same one who, when you guys woke up, was there to give you guys information, tell you where you were. And she immediately says, when can you be ready to leave?
We don't have time to be ready.
Immediately, deploy the boy.
Okay.
Deploy the boy!
Deploy the boy. The boy has been deployed. And out comes Pinchy.
The fear aura, is it him just yelling fuck at people?
No, he basically has afterburners on the side. He just flares them.
So he just does jazz fingers and everyone just.
It's basically NOS. Yeah, I just hit the NOS cannon.
The NOS cannon.
Everything's a gun with Pheasant.
Everything is a gun.
Except when it's a dog.
Okay. So you guys are hopping into Pinchy and you're following along behind this particular person. Cool.
Oh yeah.
She's going to climb up on top of Pinchy, and she kind of looks down confused at it, like, I don't know how to make it go, but that way.
Sweet.
And Pinchy starts off on his movement. How fast is Pinchy?
Pinchy's current speed is 40.
So on a dash, 80.
80.
Okay, cool. Are you dashing or are you just trundling along?
Absolutely dashing, and I'm using magical tinkering to make him yell "Get the fuck out" as loud as possible.
Okay.
Every 6 seconds.
Cool. So he just keeps repeating, "Get the fuck out!" every 6 seconds just being blared across the entirety of the forest. I'm just going to roll a collective save. What's the save needed for that fear aura?
The fear aura is I'm getting to the infernal dread. It's my spell save.
But what saving throw do they need to roll?
Fear is normally wisdom.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom, and what's your spell save?
My spell save DC is an 18.
18. Okay, so that's not going to be enough, I'm afraid, as they only rolled a 17, which gives them a total of 16. You can hear a lot of animal activity as you're trundling along here. Animal activity as they screech and scream and cry, running off into all different directions as you scare them away from the source of this hellscape that's coming.
And that's why I added the fear aura, because I'm scaring the animals out too.
Now, with Pinchy, every step for the amount of time it's going to take you to get here, which with the 80 feet movement is going to be just shy of an hour. It's going to fall in, by the math I'm doing here, it's going to fall in at literally 54 minutes. It'll take you to get there. Okay? So, but I'm willing to be the guy that goes 54 minutes. We'll say that you put 8 in there for 6 minutes as you guys were kind of fussing about and getting ready to move out, and then that'll just kind of round it up. But in those 54 minutes, there's going to be 3 random encounter checks I need to make. Okay? So, we're going to make that first random encounter check, potentially. Who wants to volunteer? Jericho,
Yeah, sure.
Could you please roll me a D1 hundo?
$74.
74. Let's see here. 74, 74, 74. Okay. On the way here, maybe about 20 minutes into your journey, you come across a group of rainforest drow. They have lots and lots of draconic hatchlings with them. You're talking at least 20 in total, and lots of young rainforest drow. You're talking kind of the youngest one being about maybe 6 years old, the oldest being maybe 10, 11. And there's as many of these children as there are draconic hatchlings. And the 3 or 4 people that are with them are kind of looking around confused, see you hollering by, and they immediately just kind of, one of them, they don't ask questions, they just give you a look of like, what's going on?
As we run away, I do speak Elvish, so I'll scream in Elvish, "The volcano is about to blow! Get to the..." and I'll give them directions to where the chief is. Everyone is meeting. Get everyone over there safely. Get the children out of there. This is not a safe area.
Okay, and on that, they are going to... you see it immediately kind of like, oh, okay, and they are going to turn and they're going to give a really sharp whistle, and as you're kind of running off... Yeah, as you're running off, you can hear the sound of wing beats coming in. Meaning potentially they've called in some kind of aerial assist. Okay, fantastic, and you save time on that by not stopping. Moving along again, we come to another 20 minutes in it. Jess, you're about 44 minutes, 46 minutes into preparing your spells here. And this time I'll have Fez, if you could roll me the D100, please.
Thanks. 36.
36. Let's have a look. See here. Okay. 30. Okay, this is a good one actually. At 36, you come to a break in this kind of green rainforest canopy, and what you come out to is some kind of ruin. looks elvish in origin, and there's 3 dragons outside of it, all kind of just like curled up, although looking at the volcano, kind of a little bit confused. And nearby them, 3 of these rainforest drow, probably more armored than you have seen. Any of them being, although the heaviest armored of these is still wearing medium armor. They don't have any heavy armor here, and equipped with these favored weapons which they carry, which is for the most part polearms or like what is it they're called? Cavalry hammers with the big long picks at the back for taking people off as they go by. And when you come by, they one of them like hops off a part of the ruin they're sitting on and puts their hand up and is like, "Where are you all going in such a hurry?"
And the volcano's about to go. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Chief Lucas sent us to get the eggs. Everyone's meeting at the west side. Get the animals out of here. It's not safe.
We can't leave here.
Well, you're going to be in trouble in about an hour. I'm letting you know. Unless our plan works, you're going to die.
We have archaeologists. We have archaeologists inside this ruin.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And they kind of look
how far
in. We haven't seen them in a day.
Shit.
This attaches into whoever it was that built this place. It attaches into ruins that go right underground.
Is this the only entrance?
That we've seen, yes.
How big is the doorway?
So the doorway is, strangely enough, it is size that an adult dragon can get through fairly comfortably.
I have an idea. It's very stupid.
Oh, no.
Do I have it? Alright. Bonus action, cog in the machine to swap out one of my spells. I'm going to change Bigby's hand out for Wall of Stone.
Okay.
I think. Hang on. How long does Wall of Stone last?
An hour.
If not that I have a backup.
I thought Wall of Stone, just when you pulled it up, it was just stayed there.
No, it stays. It's only 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's not gonna work.
All right. Transmute rock.
Okay.
Yeah. So transmute rock lets me turn a 40-foot cube of rock into mud or vice versa.
There's plenty of mud around here as a rainforest.
Yeah. All right, so lose Bigby's hand, pick up transmute rock. Who can give me a mudslide real fast?
Create water. That's my only spell that I got now. I can create water. Fuck it. I thought that none of my spells were gonna be used right now. Fucking got you. I got you.
Thank you very much for the follow, Sunfire6996.
Hi, Sunfire. Hey, buddy.
So, where was I? Right. So, you're saying you need a mudslide.
Yeah, I need a mudslide that'll cover the door.
Okay, so you need mud to go like up and over it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're
or down.
And Wingo, you're saying shape water.
I have create or destroy water.
Create or destroy water. Okay. I'll say you can create water so that it cascades over and draws some of the dirt down with it.
I'll even if it saves time. I have I'll use whatever because it's an archaeologist, I'm assuming they have like shovel or something. I'll try and like get some loose rock, find some stuff so I can get more dirt down, so we can cover this. I know exactly what Pheasant's doing to block it. So I'll work together to make more dirt so that we can make sure these archaeologists are safe, because we can just mine them out later.
That's absolutely fine. That's exactly the kind of key like trigger phrase I was looking for. As you start kind of like Fez, as you're waiting for the right time to do this, and Jericho, you go up and you start knocking away at the dirt and causing it to kind of fall and pile up over the front of this. One of the dragons is going to move in behind you, seeing what you're doing, and just kind of like put this adult. So it's an adult-sized dragon, so huge creature. Its claw is probably about the size of you, and it's going to put the claw behind you, and then just in this really, really deep but somewhat soft tone, just go, "You might want to move out of the way."
Seeing the opportunity of a lifetime, because I've never been on the back of a dragon, I'm going to, as the claw comes down, backflip onto the claw and run up its back.
Okay, so you backflip on and you run up the scales of this brass dragon. And it's just going to, as it digs its claws in and it tucks its hand, like almost like this, and then tucking the hand round like this. And it just scoops all of the mud from the top of this ruin, which has obviously been excavated out, and just pulls it all. And then the other dragons are going to start pulling the mud from the sides that has been pushed out, pulling it back in. And they start to push it up onto the front of the gate. As Jericho from the back, you're creating water to make it into this kind of like almost like slurry-esque slope up on top. And once that's done, Fez, we'll say that takes about maybe 5-10 minutes to do all of that.
Which means that should have made up for the 6 minutes we wouldn't have gotten with.
Yeah. That's exactly how it happened. That's what happened. You got stopped for 6 minutes. That was it.
Sorry, we had to stop and make a sandcastle.
It's better than being delayed because we had to strap 8 to the ceiling rack.
Fez, is it at this point that you're going to cast Transmute?
Transmute mud to rock.
Okay, you touch the mud, and as you touch it, there's a sound almost like it sounds almost like an earthquake as it spreads up the dirt and hardens it, calcifying it. Fantastic. So eventually there's a slope of just rock there. And then the rider of this brass dragon is going to climb up onto the saddle and take from the front of the saddle like a mounted sending stone, and holding on to it, his face goes kind of blank for a couple of seconds, and then he'll put it back and he'll say, "I've alerted them. They're going to stay in there. They haven't found an exit out. We're going to come and find them once everything is cooled down. They have provisions to last them another 2 days, so they're going to be fine. Thank you. It might have been too late for us to do anything." He's then going to go that we know of some people on the mountains doing some excavations there. We'll go and get them and we'll get them to safety.
All right, good on you.
And then he will bark a command word in Draconic, and the other 2 riders and their dragons plus him will take off into the sky, soaring up and over the ruins here, which looks like a bit of a building, and then like a crumbled like outer portion of wall, and then starts to fly off towards the mountains, but verging more towards like the kind of west peaks rather than kind of the central peaks of it. And then, as you guys make your way towards the volcano again for the last one, we've had everybody do it, so 8, it's going to be your turn to roll that D100.
86.
An 86.
Yeah.
86. Let's see. Okay, dokie. Right, okay, so you're going to have to just give me a little moment on this because this is something that I inserted into it and something that I'm going to have to go to and pull up. Bear with me
Can I
just
ask
a
a quick
moment.
question while you're looking at it?
Of course you can.
So for the hour, is that just to switch out one spell, or could I do more than one spell?
In that hour, you're switching out all you can rejig all your spells.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty, how many have we got here? We have 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 43. Okay, I'm going to say 20. Could somebody, 8, could you roll me a d20, please?
Yeah. That's an 8. I mean...
An 8. Okay. While making your way through, oh, is that how that works? Okay. Right, okay, cool. Awesome. While you're trundling along through here, you guys are going to see, as you hurtle past in the trees, there is what can... Sorry, I just got a sound effect right in my ear there. Like, what? That threw me off there. Oh, it was Sunfire. Thank you very much for the bits there, Sunfire. That's great. Thank you so much. Threw me off there. Towards your west, nestled inside these trees, there is what appears to be like a large, perfectly spherical stone obelisk, monument, some kind of thing that is sinking because of the seismic activity. It looks like there are items strewn around it, chests, the like, which are sinking into the ground. Looks to be like maybe the remnants of like a camp, or again, there's lots of archaeologists in this area. There's lots of ruins here. Maybe there's something that belonged to something there, but you could make an attempt at getting a hold of some of these items, or you could continue on, at which point the items may potentially be lost.
Must resist the cash and prizes.
No.
Gotta get cash and prizes.
We got to get the
Better
cash
to
and...
have cash and prizes if we're all dead.
You shouldn't you be meditating?
I am still aware of my surroundings.
While you are incapacitated, the first mate gets to make the call.
So what is the call?
Like, we're gonna combine some. We're gonna try and see if we can at least go over and see if there's any very grabbable cash and prizes.
Okay. You make your way over to it. A slight deviation as you get close. You can see that the ground is basically turned into quicksand from this. And I'm not talking the myth of quicksand, which is like some kind of watery dirt which somehow grabs you and sucks you under. Because that's not what quicksand is actually like. It's just fucking dirt and silt and sand that is solid and will crush you, right? It's much more scary than Indiana Jones and all that crap made it out to be. It's fucking terrifying, okay? Because you can't swim in it, alright? I need to put this out there, people, okay? Quicksand is not what you saw in 80s and 90s movies. It's fucking terrifying. Anyway, so, yeah, it's becoming like, it's almost like, if you've ever seen, like, dirt that has air pressed with high enough pressure into it, and it almost bubbles, the ground is starting to go like that. Even heavy boulders are starting to sink into it, albeit sinking slowly. So, there are 5 chests that you can see, or I'm saying chests. They are, bundles of fabric wrapped around things. There is actually a chest there. I'm just going to number them 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each one is going to require more intense thinking to get to. So, the first one is within range of, somebody holding on to you, reach out and grab it. The second one will involve getting out, like jumping out onto a rock, which is sinking, but albeit has a lot more space. The third one will involve, again, hanging off this rock and grabbing onto it. The fourth one will involve like a vine hanging, swinging over, and landing on something to get to it. And the fifth one will be the hardest, because the fifth one is perched on top of a rock, which each action is going to continue sinking. So I will put it to the party. Would you like to try and get these?
And not save your booties if you get in trouble, because I am meditating.
Oh, we go for it.
So Wingo wants to go for it. What about you, Fez?
I kind of want to go for it, but Fez is driving right now, technically. So if you drive past it, we drive past it. I can't hear you.
Fez, I think you were muted there, buddy, if you said something.
I'm down to go for it.
We go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, so for the first one, who's going to try and grab it?
I am a little bit of a Dexy bean. I probably can grab it.
Well,
okay.
Here's the thing. I have Vortex Warp. If you're just holding the chest, I can port you back to Pinchy.
Can you Vortex Warp me to the hardest chest?
I definitely could.
Why don't we get the hardest one first? Get me to that chest, and then I'll come back and
I can.
But we could also use the vortex warp for more important things, like if the volcano starts to explode.
It's a level 2
it.
spell. I could technically Vortex Warp 9 times.
That is fair.
We haven't used any resources. Please let me get one of these chests. I need another tattoo. This is treasure.
Let's be honest. I never use spells in combat. I use a grenade launcher.
He just blows shit up. Come on, man. Please. Pretty please. The fucking volcano going, and you just have Jericho just like.
Please.
They're shinies.
I'm normally the responsible one, but when it comes to cashing prizes, I do have a priority. A rogue got the rogue, okay?
Not the one controlling Pinchy. I have no control of the situation, but I look on disapproving.
I love you too.
All right, Mom's gonna yell at us for this one, but until then, let's go get some shit.
So
just wait till this is what helps us save everybody.
So what's the first step here?
How difficult will it be for Jericho to get to crate 5?
So with each step that you take, the DC of each check afterwards escalates. So if there is some way to get to the hardest one first and work your way backwards, it could end up easier.
Yeet me. Respectfully.
Toss me. I can't jump. You're going to have to toss me.
Toss me, she says to someone at literally half her size.
I would like you to throw me as far as you can, Pheasant.
All right, I'm gonna burn a vortex warp, and Jericho appears right on top of chest 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jericho, what you appear next to is a fairly long wrapped bundle It doesn't appear to have a box or anything. It's just a wrapped up thing.
I put it on my back and I start moving back to
Pick
Pinchy.
it up and you throw it on your back and start working your way backwards. Okay, so here's how the first one's going to go. Okay? You're going to have to swing. Run, jump, grab, and swing. Okay? Now it's going to be an acrobatics check to do this. Okay?
Okay.
So, I need that acrobatics check from you.
How does a 30 sound?
30 is pretty good, actually. 30 is pretty good. So you run, jump with this thing on your back, grab a hold of this vine, you swing, and you land on another rock. Okay? As you land on this rock, there is just off the edge of it, not quite touching the quicksand yet, but getting there, there is another chest. Reaching out to it is a very, very simple dexterity check.
28.
20 is absolutely fine. So
Wait, so is it just straight dex or is this acrobatics?
just straight dex, straight dex.
Oh, then it's a 23.
23, okay, so 23 still does it for you. So you reach out, you grab this other one. This one's a little bit smaller, feels like it's like a box, kind of doesn't rattle or anything, but it feels kind of chunky, like a box.
I always think that Jericho has like a side bag, not a bag of holding, but like a side bag. She just slips it right in.
Cool.
But she's a rogue, so she has pockets everywhere.
Also, we do have a bag of holding.
Yes, but I don't have it on me right now.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm the one that needs to get back.
I'm the one who has it.
Excuse me just a moment.
With Pinchy.
Yeah.
A what of holding did you just say?
Just watch me get all 5 of these. Let me
Trunk
just watch
of
me.
Pinchy.
No.
Oh, yeah,
This is
Pinchy.
Fez. It's definitely a fanny pack.
The
Sorry,
fanny
Brent, bum
pack
bag.
of holding.
Fanny pack of holding is.
Listen, we say fanny pack, alright?
We love it. We love it.
We
It's
just use
a different thing.
we use fanny pack as an insult, but like but yeah. Right, so let's see. So you've got number 5, working your way to number 4. Okay. From number 4, it is another acrobatics check as you have to swing again.
26.
Okay.
27.
27. A 27 is absolutely fine. That's going to land you. That's going to land you quite comfortably. Now, as you land on this one is the what you're on is you're perched on a branch here. Okay. The thing you've got has been hung from this branch. Okay. So this one is going to be a sleight of hand check to be careful so as not to lift it, disturb the weight, and throw yourself off.
Question.
Yes.
Because I had to swing.
Uh-huh.
What is the likeliness I can use my momentum, grab it mid-air, and land on that other rock and make it an acrobatics?
I'll allow you to do it, but it will be disadvantaged because you're trying to do a lot in one go.
I will take that because it's a plus 11 instead of a plus 5.
Okay.
That is still a 21.
A 21 is absolutely fine. So you land, grab a hold of this one. This one is a perfectly spherical wrapped bundle.
It's just like, Jericho's was swinging vibes. A was just like, you shouldn't do this. And then you have Jericho in the like Tarzaning in the background, like, I got this, don't worry, I'll meet up with you in 2 seconds.
This A is there looking like so done.
Sorry, you cut out on that one, 8. Can you say that again?
Oh, I was just gonna say 8 is looking on still disapprovingly.
Just also disapproving. So, haha, I disapprove of this very much.
This is conserving history. We're doing a service.
This next one that you land next to, okay?
This is 2.
This is the second one that you land next to. Yes, you're very, very correct. As you land next to it, this one is going to be a little bit different. As you land next to it, I am going to need... It's a saving throw for this one.
Okay.
Specifically, it's going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I love that because as a fighter, I have proficiency in that shit now. What does my DM inspiration give me? A D10?
DM is a D10 that you can add on to any roll.
I have a 15 right now. I'm going to use that DM inspiration just in case.
Roll that D10.
That turns it into a 19.
Okay. On a 19, you meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
As you're able to pick up this next thing. This one is the smallest one you've picked up so far. Yay big. And now for the last one, which sounds incredibly simple, but over the course of this time, what's happened is all of the rocks and stuff that you've been leaping on, jumping across and such, have all sank down. You've now got a pretty far jump between you and the end and the shore. There's no vines, no nothing in between you. And there's a chest or a bund. No, this one is the actual chest. Right at the edge of that. This would be chest number 1. Now, I'll allow you to forego the rules of the long jump and just use an acrobatics check, okay? To run and jump. Okay?
Nat 20!
Nat 20 for a 31 is definitely going to land it. You take a couple of steps back, you run, you jump, and you clear the entire distance. This landing, tucking, rolling, and you're able to jut your hand out and grab hold of the kind of, you know, like the handles at the end of chests. Grab hold of that and drag it up. As you have managed to succeed on getting all 5 of these items.
With one vortex warp. With one vortex warp.
One vortex warp.
Freaking Fez, you came in clutch there.
Working your way backwards definitely makes it easier because working your way forwards.
That was clever as hell.
Working your way forwards means you've got to go there and then you've got to jump back. Okay,
we save time and resources by doing that.
I love being the utility caster.
That is so fun. No, well done, bud. I wouldn't have been able to do that without you. That was a huge assist at that part.
Fantastic, buddy. Love it.
Oh, Sunfire says hydrate and stretch.
Hydrate and stretch, guys. Get it done. Get it done. So, after exerting yourself,
But I can do this.
after exerting yourself in such a manner, you hop back onto Pinchy and you continue this last across. Eventually arriving at the base of the mountains. At this point 8, you'll be done changing your spells. And what's ahead of you is a large gilded tunnel. Okay? I'm talking gold, marble, jade stone, finery. Entrance into the bowels of this mountain. Heat is coming off it. This will count as an extreme condition. Okay? Is everybody familiar with the rules on extreme conditions?
Like, is it a con save every so often for exhaustion levels?
I will read them out.
It's been a while since I've done extreme
Absolutely
conditions,
fine.
so I've done cold, and that was normally con saves every so often. But I don't think I've ever been in. I honestly think this might be the first time I've been in a volcano in Dungeons and Dragons.
Absolutely fine. So, the way extreme heat works, when the temperature is at or above 100 degrees Fahrenheit, if you're exposed to the heat without access to drinkable water constantly, you have to succeed in a con saving throw at the end of each hour, or gain 1 level of exhaustion. It is
Look at me
5.
knowing my rules.
It's 5 for the first hour, and it increases by 1 for each additional hour. Okay? Now, that's for 100 degrees Fahrenheit, like weather. I am making the DM decision to increase it to, it starts at a DC of 10.
That's valid.
And it's going to, because you're inside volcanic rock.
Oh yeah.
The way I would like it is, I don't know if you guys in America have ever done like mine tours, like where you go into like old mines, but even when they're not active, you go inside those things and the heat
They're
just
hot.
goes like that. Like, so this one's got active heat inside of it, and for the sake of making it a bit more thrilling, I'm going to do it every 30 minutes.
Valid.
Okay? Cool. So, DC is always going to be a 10. Con saving throw. We'll start off the bat as soon as you guys enter into the tunnel. But this is what's here. You can feel waves of heat emanating out of it. And it's a tropical island, so the heat that's coming out of here is humid. It is difficult to breathe as these waves of humidity hit you. The guide that you Go ahead.
You play with crit failures, correct?
I do, but only in the case of like things that cause damage.
So I have a +9 to my con save, meaning I can't roll below a 10.
Okay. So for the first one, chances are for the first one you can't fail.
Okay.
But after that, there will be a chance that you can fail.
Okay.
So, this guide that you've got with you, her name is Serena. She is going to kneel down and unfurl a map, a positively labyrinthian connection of tunnels. And she's going to say, I know my way around these tunnels. I grew up in them. I trained in them. But you'll need this. It'll take you roughly 3 hours to get to them and get out. Okay? Now, here's what needs to be done. And she starts to outline the plan to you. She starts to say, like, when you get these, but the reason it takes so long is because at certain points you'll have to stop and you'll have to, close certain doors in order to open certain doors. And eventually you'll get there. And all that has to be done is that the eggs have to be attached to dragons that will already be there. This is these dragons' jobs. You'll need to put them into saddlebags and put them on the dragons' backs. That's it. You can ride the dragons out of there. But that needs to be done. She says that there shouldn't be anybody inside here except where she's going, as she's going to evacuate essentially the riding school. But if we do come across anybody, if you guys do come across anybody, she does ask that if it's feasible, you do try and get them out. Okay? But that's your choice as a party. Nobody else's. Alright? Everybody good? Okay. Then what I'm going to say, I'm just going to very, very quickly check for our lovely Wingo. Wingo, how are you on time? 1 hour? Okay. So what I'd say is, we'll take a wee 5 minutes here, bathroom, that kind of jazz, and then we'll come back in 5 minutes time. Okay? So guys watching at home, we're going to take a quick 5-minute comfort break before we get into the tenseness, and we'll be right back. 5 minutes, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks, and we'll see you then. Hello, you beautiful people. We are indeed back for part 2 of our little session. And I put it to our party before any further ado. Do you guys have anything you want to do before you step inside?
No, not for me.
Nothing for 8?
Nope.
Nothing for Jericho? Fez?
No, not yet.
The Fez doesn't have like neck fans?
Fez doesn't
Did
just
you
say
put
Fez doesn't
Would
just
they
say
see?
go go gadget and it happens.
He just has one of those fan squirt bottles.
Shit, that's the margaritas! It hurts!
It's just full of tequila.
It hurts!
Okay, guys, we're about to go inside the volcano. Fez, you packed the water, right? Definitely. Why do I doubt you? Because I definitely got the water mixed up with either vodka or tequila, one of the two. Okay, Fez, I've got good news and bad news. What? This isn't vodka or tequila. Oh, that's good. It's gin.
No!
It's not even the good clear alcohol.
Son of a...
We can't even make margaritas. At the most, we can make Tom Collins.
What am I ever gonna do?
So, are you ready to step inside? Then I'm
Let's
going
do
to need
this.
everybody's first con save, please. Apart from Jericho, you just pass.
17.
I would just pass.
Sorry, what was that, 8? Eight, what did you get on your con save? Oh, you froze. You froze. You're frozen.
But I rolled a 7, so 18.
18.
No.
Okay.
No.
So Jericho is a pass, 8 is a pass, and Fez is also a pass. Fantastic. You start inside here, and the heat is enclosing. Like, you feel as if there is physical barriers here on you. That's how the heat and humidity is inside of here. As you move through, it is more and more uncomfortable as you move inside. The first thing you'll notice is that the walls in here, although naturally forming cave tunnels, the walls have been scored almost in scale-like patterns. The first corridor leads you through a series of hallways, which attach in themselves to large halls. All of these corridors are large enough for fully grown adult dragons to pass through, meaning that whoever it was that built this place obviously built it with a partnership with dragons in mind. These halls have all kinds of entrances, from tunnels that go upwards into the higher parts to tunnels which you can travel on right now, which lead to stairways which take you up to these higher rooms. The first one you get to, the map that you've been given by Serena, the line that she's drawn, which will take you to where you're going, you get to the door, and the door has been destroyed by the seismic activity. The two large doorways having fallen and blocked off the pathway. There is another path that you can take. You can see it on the map, but it will add at least an hour onto your journey, which will take it from 3 to 4 hours. Or, if you have an idea of what you want to do to get through here, you can attempt to get rid of the blockage, to circumvent the blockage some other way. What would you like to do?
I look at Pheasant.
I'd be nervous about causing an explosion. How blocked is this? Could say I get through.
Fez, you're a small creature.
Yes.
It would be a tight squeeze. But if you left behind like some equipment which you usually have on your back or at your sides, you could probably squeeze through.
Alright, so if I put, say, the Ripper Blade and the Fuck Cannon into the fanny pack of holding. Sometimes I love getting to say sentences like that. I could squeeze through?
You could potentially get through with that, yes.
Alright.
Badger and dig.
And Jericho. Reduce.
And I'm looking eye to eye to you for the first time. Oh, that is clever.
Welcome to the land of the Smurfs. Follow me.
So Jericho, what height are you?
I've always described her as pretty petite, like just 5'6"
So
She's
you
a medium creature.
So 5'6", there are 12 inches in a foot. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Yep.
At 5'6".
I like how you had to convert from metrics really quickly there.
Yeah. 5'6", 12 inches in a foot. So it would be 2.5, which would be 2.6, and then add on 3 for the 6, which would be... Jericho, you shrink down to 2 foot 9 inches tall.
Am I shorter than Pheasant?
You are 2 inches shorter than Pheasant. He's 3'1".
Interesting.
Pheasant is considered a giant among his people. Now, I being 3'1" is the equivalent to being like 5'10", 5'11" for gnomish culture. Because like I know the tallest gnomes can hit about 3.5 foot tall, and I know dwarves, fantasy dwarves, have been known to get to like 5 foot tall. So, but 5 foot tall for a dwarf is like 7 foot tall for a human. It happens. It's not common, but it happens. So Fez is actually kind of like in the tall group for a gnome. But yes, you're 2 inches shorter than Fez.
So he's already small. I am now small, and it can turn into something small. We have to leave Pinchy behind. And
He's
the
fine.
loot. And I would, while we were still traveling that last 20 minutes, I would have put all the extra goodies that I found into the fanny pack of holding.
Oh, yeah.
They all got chucked in the fanny pack of holding.
Yeah, we'll figure out what we got later.
Awesome. So, everything's in the fanny pack of holding. And as you guys do all this, before you jump in, Serena is going to say, well, I guess this is where I leave you. I really hope that you get out of here. Beyond here, I can't help. You'll be on your own.
Get out of here. You get safe. Anyone that you can, try and make sure that you get them over to the chief, please.
She will nod, and then she will turn and she will run down a corridor that faces the opposite way from where you are. As she goes to the riding school to get the children, and they're kind of, I say children, teenagers, and they're like, you know, kind of more flight-orientated dragons, and get them moving. I must again reiterate to you that at this point you have no help from your guide. You have to follow your map. 8, what do you turn into to get through here?
I'll turn into a cat.
You turn into a cat, you're now a tiny creature.
Practically liquid.
Does your
That's
wild
a-
shapes keep like a mechanical kind of form to
Like
them?
Transformers.
I love that.
They also, if they have like legs, they also always have like one porcelain leg. It's
I
really
love that.
cool. Okay, so as you're now tiny, you can get through without making a save. The other two
Another
of you,
hydrate.
another hydrate. Hydrate, people. I just had a drink, so that's going to count for me. Fez and Jericho, I'm going to need you guys to make me. So it's going to be strength checks to kind of wriggle your way through. So strength checks for that, please.
Is that athletics or a saving throw?
No, it's just going to be I'd say athletics can do it because you're technically trying to push your way through, so it can be athletics.
Jericho got a juicy booty. She got a very juicy booty.
I'll be sure to edit the Hero Forge model.
Yeah, the cake gets stuck. Cake gets stuck.
What was your total?
2.
2. Yeah, you got stuck.
I'm not a strong person. I have no athletics.
I got a 22.
No.
Okay. So we have a 2 and a 22.
Wait! Oh, no, Environmental doesn't work on that shit.
So what do you guys want to do from here? With Jericho now stuck. Fez, what was yours to get through?
22.
22. With that, Fez is going to get through.
Fuck it. Vortex warp.
Vortex warp. You vortex warp him. You snatch Jericho out.
It's very much this very short Jericho. She gets all the way through, and then it's just like cheek. Uh-oh. I did not gain weight since I died, okay? Hold up, I can do, and then you vortex. I could have gotten it.
Just like, I knew this dump truck was gonna get me in trouble one day.
God damn it!
God
There's a reason why Teddy loves me, and I know why.
Teddy's just off underwater somewhere. I like big butts and I cannot lie. That's all we can do without getting DMC'd right there.
Yep. Right,
that's it. Just wait till you hear our cover of "I adore large posteriors and I cannot deny it." So you guys are able to get through to the next room. This room that you're in here, it's a very, very high ceilings. You're talking about 50-foot high ceiling, and it's just covered in scrolls. They've been knocked out of place because of the earth shaking and such. Whether they're historical, whether they have, secret ancient knowledge written on them, you don't know. They're all bound up, and they're all sealed in the same way with a length of ribbon and a wax seal. The corridor you need takes you through here and up a flight of stairs to the next floor.
Get moving.
Keep moving.
Here's a cat.
Let's roll.
Fez and 8, move along. Jericho.
Oh, I keep going.
Jericho keeps moving. Okay.
I already pushed my luck way too far with the other chests. I'm not gonna piss off 8 even more. I can't do it. She is still captain.
Okay, as you make your way up to this point, at this point it's fairly easy. It's just corridors and stairways for the next little bit. So I'm going to need your next con saves. This one, Jericho, you will have to roll. It moves up 1 in DC from the last. So we're looking for DC 11.
I nat 20.
I nat 22, which is great because I'm a cat, so my con is +0. But I want to stay a cat.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, that's close. That's cutting it close.
It's a 12. It's 12.
That's cutting it close. Alrighty, so everybody succeeds on that one. At this point, you reach the second door that is on your journey to where you're looking to go. Now, this door, all the doors kind of unlock in the same way. It's usually by some kind of manifestation of power. Okay? Now, the door is very large, stone, draconic writings all around it, and a large, or well, I say large, huge stone in the centre of it for where a claw would be inserted. But there's also a groove on the inside of this big claw-shaped indent where a normal-sized humanoid hand could be placed. Does anybody read Draconic?
No.
Ew.
Okay. These doors require a manifestation of power. What would you guys like to do to get through this door?
I look at this door,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been waiting to find a door that I couldn't get through.
Uh-huh.
Because my friend, the one that is no longer here, left me an item
Mm-hmm.
that does manifest power. So from the bun that she has on the back of her head, she takes out the chime of opening.
Okay.
Ding! And I use a charge.
So you whack the chime and it rings out this pure note. And as it rings out, it reverberates towards this door, and as it hits the door sparks with electricity. Lightning. And as that happens, the outline of the claw illuminates, and a big crack falls down the middle of the door, and it slides open.
And verbally, I say, Echo's always had my back, and I start moving forward. And I have a feeling like it's one of those moments where Jericho goes in, and then Cat 8's on the side, and Fez is on the side, and all of us kind of, for a second, even though we were in a really bad, we all smile because our freaking friend is still helping us, and we fucking miss her.
Yeah.
The next room through here is like a canteen. Okay, a place where long tables, evidence of a meal recently eaten is here. All around. Signs of, like, it doesn't look as if anybody's, like, got up and sprinted off. It just looks as if people have just left it and moved off to their next thing that they were doing. Now, from here, what's everybody's passive perception?
22.
22.
26.
26.
16.
16, okay. Fez, you won't hear it, but the other two, you guys will hear. Two passageways lead off from this room. One going to the left, which is the one that you have to take. But you can hear voices coming down from the right. It's a deviation. You don't know how long it could be. It's very echoey here. Could be a long way away that this echo is coming from. Sounds, you can't hear words from it, but it sounds like a heated debate.
Visit, can you send Pinchy down there to warn them as we still go the other way? I don't know how Pinchy works. Does Pinchy need to stay like right next to you?
He's a vehicle. He can't operate autonomously.
Oh, he's not alive?
He doesn't work the same.
You can't put them on autopilot?
He doesn't have one of those.
You should probably make him an autopilot, remote control.
I'm looking into it.
Does anyone have a summon?
I'm gonna unpolymorph. And then...
Wild shape.
Oh, sorry, yeah, wild shape. Sorry. Woo, my brain. Teacher brain, guys. I'm sorry.
No worries.
And he just really loudly is just gonna be like,
And she's gonna cast Thunderwave and see if that will help it like echo out.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna yell down this and cast Thunderwave to make it echo, reverberate against the walls.
Yeah. Just to be like.
So
Honestly,
I need
intimidation.
I need you to roll the damage for that, because walls can't make saving throws, so they automatically fail.
So true on her.
Thank you.
I mean, they can't come this way anyway because the other door's locked. So unless they're pheasant sized, they're not getting through this way anyway.
That's just 5.
Okay, so
Okay.
the walls will take 5 damage, and as you shout this Thunderwave, you see cracks reverberate up the walls.
Oh no! Oh no!
Bad choice. Bad choice was made.
You can't hear the echoes, but you can tell if that's because your echo is currently ringing down this corridor, or if it's because they've stopped because they've heard you. But you can't hear the echo anymore.
If they did, they might have passed out because they got so scared. That's as much as we can do for them right now. We have to get to the eggs. We're gonna die ourselves if we don't. So unless the captain says that we need to go down that way.
I think right now we need to just kind of focus on trying to get the eggs and hopefully minimizing damage. If they do not listen to me, that is their own prerogative. We have done what we can.
Valid.
On we go!
On we go! You guys continue making your way. You go back to the door to the left, and you continue your path. I will take your next con saving throw, please.
I got a 25.
8.
Let's see. That is a 19.
Fez.
I also got a 25.
Fantastic. Doing great, guys. The heat is starting to get... It's starting to get really buggy. You guys are now... If you have the capability to sweat, you are moistened through.
I'm good.
Okay. You continue to make your way through here, and you will come to the second door. Sorry, not the second door, the third door of your passage through here. Okay? This door is much the same as the last one that you came across. Large door, draconic writing, albeit the draconic writing doesn't look the same. The sigils and such look as if they spell out different words. But it's the same makeup. Big door, big claw print, little handprint in the middle.
Ding!
Ding again. And as you ring this chime and it echoes and reverberates forwards and it hits. And this time you watch as there are like licks of flame that burn up this door. And a big crack down the middle appears and the door parts open again.
Oh. Echo, you gave me a skeleton key. I love you. Best present ever.
What you step into here, despite all the kind of echoing and the reverberations, the seismic activity and such, what you step into here has a very serene nature to it. As what you come into is a hall filled with statues. Statues of dragons and statues of the people who were bonded to these dragons, who were partnered with these dragons. And it's like in memoriams. Inside here, there is one person inside this place. I say young, definitely an adult drow. Hard to tell young or old, but definitely behaving young, as they are currently trying to pick the lock in front of one of these riders, where there's a large spear inside a case in front of it, and they're obviously trying to pick the lock to get the spear.
It's now really the time to be stealing.
Do you not notice how hot it is in here? This place is about to blow.
He's gonna turn as you guys speak, and he's gonna go, "It is entirely the time for stealing, because this place is about to go, and I'm not leaving this here. So you can either help, or you can continue on and leave me alone."
Shit, ding, and I open it for him.
Okay, no questions
Nice.
asked. Ding, and the box immediately clicks open, and he doesn't even question. He just throws it down, reaches in, grabs the spear, and turns and begins running. He shouts out some word. It's a word in Draconic that he yells as he runs.
In Elvish, I'll run. The door is blocked, so be careful.
He's going to go back. "I'm not going out a door."
Then go fuck off. Have fun. You're welcome. I love this chime so much. I think I found my new favorite item. This is freaking cool.
Fez is gonna swear in Gnomish because he can't understand what anyone's saying and he wants to feel special.
You're not the only one that can speak fancy words. Okay. As you finish this part, you take off into the next grouping of corridors. They take you up another set of stairs. You're now at the higher kind of peaks. You're on the level that you need to be on to get to the hatchery. I need your next con saving throw, folks.
I would like to use Indomitable.
To re-roll?
Yep.
Go for it.
Guidance! Guidance! Guidance!
Guidance works on ability checks.
Oh, that's right. Dang it, this is a save.
17.
19.
22.
Everybody succeeds.
Good, because the other one was a 12.
Okay, and you move along. As you move along at this point, you come to Sorry, give me a moment. What do you come to? This is weird. Oh, alright.
What did I write?
Passing prizes. Yes.
No, you don't want to go casting prizes. We're out of time. Jericho's. I already said no once.
You come to an area. This is a kind of fairly wide room. Very, very cavernous. Lots of stalls and such. Looks like a place where like markets would be made. Like, you know, smiths and such would maybe sell wares or trade. As no currency really trades hands here. But there is a large vault door here. There's also a corridor that takes off not directly to the left, but to the left of the corridor, of the vault door, sorry, but going in a forward direction. There's also a door on the right-hand side, which you can see leads to a staircase that goes down. You know it's the one on the left you want to take. The door to the right has the word armory above it.
Don't make me say it.
I will pick up Jericho and tuck her under my arm like a football and go down the left side.
Right, you're still short.
Like, kind of like the top. Wait, no! I just really quick. Fuck!
Fez is trying really hard to keep up because he's got short little legs. He's just like, Jericho, I will make you a better gun. I will make you a gun that shoots knives.
I really need it. I really need it.
I will make you a gun that shoots knives at the end of this. Okay, where's my gun that shoots knives? Hands echo a crossbow.
I am not that go.
Sorry, hands Jericho. It's because it ends in co.
Hence Rico.
Rico.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like that nickname.
See, I hear Rico and I
So
immediately
cute.
think like Johnny Rico from like Starship Troopers. Like
I'm doing
Echo's...
my part.
I'm doing my part. Me playing Space Marine 2. I'm doing my part too! Ah!
My puppy comes next week. I'm so stoked.
Oh man. So
Yeah,
good.
and Jericho knows that we're doing it, but she really like, this is prime. Like no one's here. Son of a. I'm like, yeah, and she'll go with you guys.
Okay. As you follow the way to the left, you come to the third door that you can see. Again, this door, very much like the other ones, big claw, hand in the middle. Ding! Ding again. Now, as you hit this one, the damage or the power that is expressed is not obvious. Because it's not like lightning or fire or ice that falls off it, but what happens is the door crumbles, turns to sand, cracks, erodes, and eventually gives way.
Wow, this puzzle was so easy.
That's when you've got a chime. That is when you've got a chime of opening.
I've never gotten to use this item. It's so cool.
Chime of opening is a really, really cool item. I love taking it. It's one of my favorite items.
It's not my new favorite item.
And you'll make your way through here. Now, making your way through here, this will be your 5th Constitution saving throw here, guys.
21.
28.
19.
Everybody is fine again at this point. The heat is almost unbearable. But you get through this door, and you are now, at the area of this floor that you want to be at. You know there's one more door in between you and there, but as you come out into this floor, there is an egg by itself in the middle of this room. And this room doesn't look like a special room. It looks like a room where, like targets would be set up or dummies would be set up in order to train and such. A room that's just like a multi-purpose room. But just nestled into like a wee kind of patch of like dummies that have been laid on the ground. There's just an egg.
Color.
Dusty. A dusty, faded beige colour.
Grab the egg.
Football. I was gonna say I had football Jericho, and now I have football egg.
So, A, you're the one picking up the egg.
Sure.
Okay. Wait, no, that's not gonna...
Oh,
Okay.
die. Okay.
You pick up the egg, you have Jericho underarm. Just making your way, continuing on your
I
way.
can walk myself. I promise. You said no. I promise. You said you were going to be disappointed. I disobeyed, but you said no this time. I say no. I let me go.
Okay.
Okay,
Set her down.
you put Jericho down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys keep making your way forward? Okay.
Making our way downtown, walking fast. This place is about to go blast. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
I need your 6th Constitution saving throw as you continue on. Okay? At this point, you guys have been running through this place for 3 hours.
I thought that, Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind. I got a 25. You have DM inspiration! You have DM inspiration!
You do have a DM's inspiration. You can add a D10 onto that.
I'll add a D10.
I have a dirty 20.
That's a 19.
19's not bad.
Okay, bear with me just a little moment, guys.
What did you roll in the D10?
A 2. I rolled a 7 on my dice, but I have a plus 11 to my con, and then I rolled a 2. I know, right?
Yeah,
I've been
great
rolling so
con.
well, and then I got that, and I was like, oh no, it's a 7. Oh no.
Everybody is fine as you reach the final door. This door has only one word in Draconic.
Oh, I yell out the word that he yelled at me!
Does not work.
Ooh. Oh, shit! That was my only other option. Ding!
You ding, and psychic reverberations come off this door.
That's so perfect because that girl is so good.
And this is how I go through half of the charges of the Shiloh opening in 10 minutes.
And as this door,
the consumable.
and as this door opens up, inside, dozens of eggs. A huge grouping of color, and some that you might not have thought to recognize. You can see nestled in magma coals red dragon eggs, nestled into the heat of high sandstone croppings that are directly kept in the way of a bunch of mirrors which redirect sunlight onto them so that they maintain heat. Golden dragon eggs. You can see eggs kept in cold environments, eggs kept in humid environments, eggs kept in what is supposed to mimic the underground. But you can also see eggs here that are kept fully submerged in water. There's also eggs that are nestled into forest boughs and eggs nestled into rocky crevices. Some dragon eggs you might recognise, some dragon eggs you most definitely do not. New breeds and new species of dragons becoming a thing in this world since the cataclysmic events of magic that happened in the apocalypse. And around this area you can see 3 adult dragons who have been panicking, as you can see, trying to get their saddlebags onto themselves. But dragons, despite being incredibly intelligent and magical creatures, they're still fairly limited in what they can do physically. And as you come in, one of them sees you guys and goes, "Thank the powers, you need to hurry."
And jump right into action.
Let's get to work.
Cool. So you start strapping on these large saddlebags. If it's one of you doing one dragon, there'll be another saving throw that comes into play. Big saddlebag, pulling big tough bits of leather and strapping them in. It's going to take.
Honestly, I think that we would probably do one at a time. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay,
all
cool.
3 of us because us struggling is just we need to do this as fast as we can. So,
okay. So that won't bring the saving throw in yet, but it'll eventually come to it even if you're doing it like that. So as the 3 of you pull one saddlebag on, strap into place, takes about 10 minutes. You can now use the other 20 minutes to fill the saddlebag. Okay? So you grab eggs from all kind of different. The dragons will inform you that the saddlebags are enchanted to mimic the environment needed by the egg. So you don't have to worry about. Oh, this egg's supposed to be submerged. How do we make it travel with water? As soon as it goes into a slot so it's like individual pockets on these big flaps of leather. As soon as they go in, the environment it's almost like an extra dimensional pocket.
It's like
the exact
a
environment.
mimic egg-incubator.
Yep, pretty much.
That's so cool.
Cool.
So you just start shoving them in. Each dragon can carry about 50 eggs on each side. So you're talking 100 eggs on each dragon. So just grabbing
what
them.
about the dusty one that we found?
They will look to you, each of these dragons, and then they'll start to look over all the slots. None of the slots are empty.
We found an extra surprise.
They look at that and they have no idea what egg this is. But they say, this is not an egg from this hatchery.
How big is the egg?
It looks to be the exact same size as every other dragon egg here. Or to be specific, it fits within the same parameters. No echo, it won't, because a dragon egg, when a dragon hatches, a dragon wormling, like at base, is about the size of a medium-sized dog. So this egg is the size of a small creature.
That sounds like dibs, and
I'll hand the egg to Jericho to take care of it. She said dibs.
So Jericho, you are the first biological being to touch this egg.
yes,
Okay.
I'll carry it.
Going to be like, Mama.
I need a surrogate, Fergus. It's been gone so long.
I need you to make me
Oh no.
do you know what? I am going to use this, and I'm going to justify why I use this, because there's not enough ability checks that require Constitution. I need you to make me a Constitution check. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Advance on this as a check.
This is a check. D20 plus your Constitution.
Yeah, it's not an ability. This is just a check.
Oh, that's right. Dang. Right, it's a silver.
But I am counting it as an ability check. So you can use guidance. So you can use guidance.
Okay, so I rolled a 19 on the die.
19 on the die.
Plus 2
Plus 2 is
3.
21, plus 3 makes 24. Okay.
Call me mommy. Tell me that I just got a pet because I will be so fucking excited.
Just for fun,
Best
I'm gonna flash of genius that for an extra 5.
Yes! I say this every game, but it's so fun to play with an artificer that knows how to artificer. My God!
Buffs for days.
So you take the egg. What are you doing with it now, Jericho?
I think Mama Jericho kind of kicks in. I have straps all over my body, and I make a makeshift harness around my chest so that I can secure it as I'm running, because we still need to get out of here.
Jericho now just has a small creature strapped to her chest.
Yeah, essentially I do ask Pheasant to am I still reduced?
Oh yeah, I'll end reduce.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to carry it. We're gonna have to find another way to get me through the door, but you have a
ride the dragon.
Fly on the dragon.
Oh,
Ride the dragon.
Yep, and I will hold this thing, and I look at the egg and go, you're going to be named Dibs. And I will protect this egg.
Okay. With the 20 minutes taken to fill up this dragon is able to then immediately just, okay, I'm outie, and flies off. Do you guys just kind of repeat that, moving to each dragon?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So then what I'm going to do, just to get it done and out of the way, I'm just going to say, make me your... so at the end of that dragon, okay, because it'll be 10 minutes to fit the saddle with the 3 of yous, and then 20 minutes to fill the saddle. So with that, make me your con save there. Okay?
26.
21.
26, 21.
22.
Okay, all good. Now, you have 2 more con saves to make as you repeat this. Okay? which means you will have been in here for a total of
4 hours.
4.5
4.5
hours.
verging on 5 hours at the end. So at the moment you got here, you will have been doing an hour and a half of work. So, oh wait, hold on. Actually, 30 an hour, 32 hours, 33 hours, 4 hours. Sorry, at the end of this, you'll be here for 4 hours doing an hour and a half of work in here. So
lowest I rolled is a 26 on both.
26 on both, so you're good on both.
Roll the 14, and that means I have to roll on disadvantage on the next one because I know that's a fail.
Yep.
I flash of genius your 14 into a 19.
Does that mean I pass?
Yep.
Okay, and then my next one would be a 21 then.
They're both good.
Thank you, man.
My first one, which I can't,
Really?
the first one which I can't buff, was an 18.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Good, 'cause my second was a nat 20.
Woo!
So the one that you got an 18 on, Fez, the DC was 17. Which is the one that Jess got a 14 on. So the DC over the course of these 4 hours you've been in here running around doing what you do, the DC escalated from a 10 all the way up to an 18.
Wow.
18 was the final DC. Alrighty. So you get all these packed up, you get all of the eggs on, second one goes, the third one the straps on, and then he bends down, and he is a large green dragon. Very, very old. I'd actually go so far as to say this one is a gargantuan dragon. This one is definitely an ancient dragon. And he is going to... So it's at the point that he fully elongates himself, preparing for a flight, and you hear the kind of... You know, like when you wake up in the morning, you stretch and you hear all your bones crack? Like, you hear his wings do that as they stretch out, and then he turns and in a very old and gruff voice says, "You're probably going to want to climb on now."
Very much so.
Yes, please.
Do you need to be close by to do the thingy that you wanted to do next to the volcano, 8?
I can be within 500 feet, I believe.
Can you
But
go
once
up?
we get out, I can jump off. I have wings, and she shows her little.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
And this dragon will start to go towards. Then it gets to the point where he is like full on sprinting out onto this platform, which overlooks the island, and you can now see an entire spread of the. It would be the north, east, and south coast of this island, and you can see its shapes. I have the island over here. Okay, the island is there. I'll tell you the shape of it in a minute once I get a chance to... Actually, wait, I forgot. I have wireless headphones now. Yeah, as it jumps off, it is shaped like a large curved claw.
Oh, cool.
And as he jumps off and his wings spread out, this wing spread is easily like 25 foot per wing. And he just coasts, he rides the updrafts up to get you closer to the volcano top 8, and then he starts to bank across.
I'll jump off at that point with my wings. And then just gonna pull out some clay, a rock, and dirt, and they like start floating, and they make like almost like a little like layers of earth, and then she's just gonna and pull them apart and create 6 fissures that are 500 feet long, 10 feet deep, and they're going to be fissures aimed away from where I know the evacuation site is.
Alrighty, and that is something that can definitely be done by using the earthquake spell.
It might have been our best plan ever.
Hell yeah.
And if possible, Bran, I don't know the rules with this. I have control water, and I force lava to flow in that direction because it's a liquid.
So actually, I understand it, and I really wish I could give you to
stone,
it.
so probably not.
I really wish I could give it to you.
This is why lava bending is an earth bending thing and not a water bending thing.
Lava is not a liquid in the conventional sense. Much in this, it's just really, really hot rock.
That is so fair.
as M said there perfectly, in Avatar: The Last Airbending, when they broke down the physics of it, they could not justify lava bending being a water bending trait. It had to be an earth bending trait. So unfortunately, I can't do that. However, I do love the creativity. I love the ingenuity. Please keep it in mind for other such things because they might count in it.
I mean, we got creative for this, and like this was pretty freaking good.
And I will say that I do actually have an image of the green dragon you're currently riding. This is him. Can't really see with the light.
Handsome fellow.
Hi, Daddy.
He's an old dragon. He's one of my favorite Magic cards, and therefore I made him a real dragon because he's from the D&D set. His name's Old Gnawbone. He's fucking cool.
Oh, I have him in my deck.
That's amazing.
My favorite dragon, hands down.
That's a good one.
And as you create these fissures, nothing happens yet, but you do get a glimpse. Echo, you will not. Fuck, I keep saying Echo. Fuck. 8.
Mm-hmm.
You will get a glimpse when you're up here. The red light of the magma is cracking through. This is definitely going to erupt.
Soon.
Definitely at some point within the next hour or two.
Oh, we got it close.
For good measure,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use my 9th level spell, and I'm going to do Earthquake again. And if I can, I want to try and break down the side of the volcano that is away from the group, just to, if it explodes, so that it has more of a that way explosion rather than going up
so
and out.
if you're breaking that down, that could potentially just take away the pressure immediately and cause it to blow then, because you'd be creating an opening.
Yeah. If it's blowing away from the evacuation site, let's go ahead and do it just to make sure that there's no risk of it exploding like upwards or towards the evacuation site.
So you gesture towards the side of this and you create another earthquake. You crack and throw away individual parts of this until eventually
a part of it.
Until eventually you will hear this kind of build up. It's like a reverberation. Like it almost sounds like, you know, like when you're about to burp and you kind of have that. It's as if the volcano does that, like before there's just this God's almighty explosion out of flame that throws out all manner of rocks and rubble cast out to the ground. And then this thick, oozing pool of lava bursts forth, undulates almost, as if it's alive and heaving out something that's causing it pain. And it starts to roll down.
The fissures?
It goes right into the fissures. It looks like veins as it runs down the side of the mountain. And it trails off into what would be the kind of northwestern coastline.
We earning those guest rights.
Yeah. You can see that there is a village that's there, but you do know that it has been evacuated because that was one of the first ones that was hit. So as much as this village is definitely in the direct path of this lava, there's nobody there.
Okay.
With that, you can see down at the bottom of it as that lava's trailing away in that direction, coming out of the tunnel you guys came in. You can see a bunch of adults, a bunch of dragons carrying out groups of young teenagers and their kind of fledgling dragons. They're not flying, but they're kind of like coasting, riding the heat currents and using it to kind of carry them aloft. As you guys have managed to succeed on all parts except one.
Oh no.
The people in the hallway.
That will come into effect in our next session, as I'm going to give us a wrap there. And I'm not going to give you an end credit scene because I'm going to leave you hanging waiting so you can find out what happened at the end of that. thank you very much for everybody coming to see us take part in this little adventure and rescue mission, and well done to my party for succeeding in all but one measure. It was very, very difficult with the time that was rolled. So you
DM,
did
that
very good.
was clever. That was intimidating. There was no combat. I was on the edge of my seat. Brand, that was 10 out of 10. Dungeon Master inspiration. Can I give inspiration to the Dungeon Master just once? Like, can you do that? That was 10
Do you
out
really
of 10.
want to? Because the next time you have combat, I'll go.
That's
I'm going to
risky.
give them initiative.
Yes, but like, come on, like that was 10.
Bring it,
No,
we're
not
I
a
really
single
appreciate
monster.
it. Thank you so
That
much. I
was
really
so
appreciate
good.
it. If you like what you've seen here today, and what could you not like? This amazing cast. They've done it all fantastically, and they kept us all entertained as they did it. So if you do like what you've seen here, go check out the rest of our videos. You can go check out our social medias, YouTube, Blue Sky, Instagram. We do have Twitter, but I'm trying to get away from it. All of that at World Tree Quest. Do go check it out. Hit the follow button on all of them. Hit the subscribe on the YouTube. And hell, if you can, hit the subscribe on Twitch. It helps all the time. But if you aren't following, please do follow. We would love to see you all, especially over on TikTok. We do have a Dragon Age campaign coming up very soon. We're looking for one more player for it before we start getting into the real nitty-gritty of launching it out. And we're always looking for new ideas, and I'm going to be verging away from Dungeons and Dragons and going into new TTRPGs. I want to start Vessin. I want to start Old Gods of Appalachia. I'd suddenly become interested in mutants and masterminds for some reason. Like, I really like the idea of building like a superhero team. But anyway, definitely looking at running other games, so do keep your eyes on this channel. We are going to be beginning our evolution into a TTRPG channel rather than just a D&D channel. And on that, the last thing I'll say is I'm going to be at PAX in December. If you see me, come and say hello. I'll probably give you a hug, but I definitely don't bite. I know that I give off tall person energy. I'm told this all the time, but I'm 5'7". I'm not intimidating at all. Come and see. Stop putting your finger in my ear.
Come up there.
Yeah, you should come and check out all of our stuff. If you want to see me on TikTok, I am under Son of Asgard, but I don't really do much there right now because I'm focused on everything else. Yeah, check out our social medias. Please do go and have a look at them. I'm going to pass over to my amazing cast now. I'm going to let them plug themselves and whatever they're doing. So I'm going to start right down here with our lovely 8, otherwise known as Jess in Stories from the Roses. Is there anything you'd like to plug at all, Jess?
Nope, I'm here and I'm happy.
You're here and you're happy, which is all we can really ask for. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Jess. Then I'll move on over to down here to my bottom right. What about yourself, John? Will, sorry. Is there anything that you would like to plug at all?
I will also be at PAX Unplugged in December. I'll be running Liminal Horror and Eldritch Automata, so sign up for those games. And if you're, until then, if you're in Boston and feel like seeing dead people, find me there too.
If you feel like having a Sixth Sense moment, do go and check them out. It looks great. I told my wife about it, and she's like, "We need to go to Boston."
Hell
I was like, the last thing Boston needs is 2 more Irish people rocking up in it, right? Like,
you'll fit right in.
Yeah, great, fantastic. And last and most certainly not least, we're going to go to our lovely Wingo the Wizard. Em, is there anything that you would like to plug at all?
Find me on Dummies and Dice Rolls and Chaos Brigade. We're on hiatus right now, but Extra Life is coming up the second week of November, and someone is going to be running some Monster of the Week. And I already picked my first player. Our beautiful Dungeon Master, Son of Asgard, is going to be playing Monster of the Week with me.
I've never played Monster of the Week, so I'm quite excited.
Yep. So I'll be on Dummies and Dice Rolls Friday night, the first of November is Friday the 1st. Son of Asgard will be one of my players. I haven't gotten the rest of them. I believe we're going to be doing Bunnyman Bridge in Virginia. It's a one-shot I built a long time ago. I've run this multiple times, but it's never ended up the same way. I'm super excited about doing that. Extra Life is for getting games to kids that are terminal and making sure they have enrichment and fun things to do in the hospitals. So it's a great thing. We'll be doing different streams all week. I know that Cody's running a Dungeon Delver one-shot that's going to go 24 hours on Saturday. There's a Baldur's Gate game. But you should definitely check out Dummies and Dice Rolls for that week. But you should check them out every week because they do some amazing stuff.
Sounds fantastic, and I definitely can't wait to be a part of it. I'm looking forward to it so much. Thank you very much.
Yes, Asgard has never been my player.
Never. I very rarely get to be anybody's player, never mind Wingo's. So, and it's a new TTRPG, and as I've said, I'm starting to look at other TTRPGs, so I'm very excited about this. I've heard a lot of things about Monster of the Week. I'm pretty stoked.
It's easy peasy.
If that's it from my players, and that's it from me, well then that's it from us. Thank you for coming to see us today, folks. I've been your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on TikTok, Twitch, and on YouTube. With me today we've had Wingo the Wizard, we've had Stories from the Roses, and we've had Johnny Deadman. From all of us here at World Tree Quest, good night, stay safe. If you ever see a random egg in a random place, touch it, trust me. Also, don't pull a finny. Good night, folks. Good night. Well.